What's happening, everyone, on the official Call of Duty Mobile YouTube channel? My name is Noah, and I'm back here with another upload for all of you guys. Thank you all so much for having me, and today we're going to be covering the top 3 weapons within Call of Duty Mobile's new meta. And when I say meta, I'm referring to the top 3 guns that are best to use within this current season. For those of you who didn't know, with the most recent season update, we had a huge rebalance to all of the weapons within the game, and it completely changed what the top guns are. So the prior meta for the game used to be dominated by the assault rifle category, more specifically the ones that had 3-tap ability, those being the Man of War, ASM, and DRH. Well, after this most recent season update, those weapons are out of the meta, and now come 3 new dominant guns, and they're actually all within the submachine gun category. And those 3 weapons are going to be the PP-19 Bison, QQ9, and QXR. Now, I'm sure there's going to be a little bit of debate on the order in these weapons, but personally, the way it goes for me is number 3 Bison, number 2 QQ9, and QXR coming in at the best gun of the season. Now, the Bison is a super versatile, easy to use weapon, and I would say out of these 3 guns, it's probably the best for a newcomer to the game, just because of how easy it is to control the recoil on it. Overall, with the weapon being super easy to control and a 64-round default magazine, you have a lot of room for error with this weapon. Not to mention that the damage on it is extremely decent and better than most of the guns in the game, especially at mid-range against ARs. And of course, because it is a submachine gun, you have extremely high mobility. So if you're someone who isn't the best at COD Mobile, but you want to use a weapon that is really solid, it's one of my favorite whenever I just want to run around and take multiple fights because of that large magazine size. But because its time to kill is less than the other 2 weapons on this list, that's why it's coming in at number 3 for me personally. Number 2 on my list here is the QQ9. It has one of the fastest time to kills within a close range because of how fast its fire rate is. You guys are going to see once we get to it in the gameplays. On top of that, it's not too difficult to control, but definitely because of how fast the fire rate is, you have a lot of kickback, especially vertical. So it's a little bit more difficult to use than the Bison, but overall still a very solid weapon, especially for aggressive play. And finally, for me, the number 1 weapon in the entire game is going to be the QXR. This weapon was always a top 3 submachine gun in my opinion, but in this most recent update, it received significant buffs to its range, fire rate, and damage. So because of this, it's my number 1 pick here in the season, and of course, once we get to it in the gameplays, you guys are going to see why. With all that being said, we're actually going to show off these weapons in game, starting off with the PP-19, and this is the build that we're going to be using in today's matches. Feel free to screenshot and copy this build for yourself. I'm going to start queuing up into some ranked matches, and I'll see you all once I find a game. Our first matchup, we got ourselves a Crash Team Deathmatch, and we're about to put in work here with the legendary Bison. As for score streaks, we're running the UAV, Shock RC, and Hawk X3, and if we can unlock the Hawk X3, I think we win this game easy. Off the start, though, we're gonna go ahead and push into the bottom of the 3 stack here. Just wait for those thermites and all the other weapons to pass on by, and easily there, starting off the game with a double kill. We'll go ahead and push up the back alleyway a little bit here. We've got a teammate kind of patrolling this area, so I think what I might do is start pushing up into the spawn point, try to get these fresh spawns. As I'd mentioned, since this weapon is so easy to use and it has such a large magazine, you can challenge a lot of just like silly fights that you wouldn't think would be submachine gun areas. I saw that player up close. It's like pre-firing at me. Just go ahead and walk straight through it and take him out. We got ourselves a Shock RC and our first UAV. Yo! I gotta fall back a little bit there. Teammate, we good? We good? We're good. There's another player down there. I can see him on the radar. This is actually gonna be a really tight matchup. We're popping off right now, and we're only up by 1 kill. Just gonna go ahead and show off why this is such a good versatile SMG, cross-mapping that player. Still got some more footsteps below us. I think our teammates are actually taking them out, so I'm just going to go ahead and lay down that shield, lay down this trip mine. Spawns are probably going to flip here in a second. Yeah, as we're seeing, take out that one player. I want to use this Hawk, but I also want to keep slaying out players with our Bison. Go ahead and pop this UAV. Yeah, spawns are still on the other side. Player's way off over in the distance. I don't want to challenge that, just because he does have a sniper. And we're about to actually loop our Hawk X. I think this might be a good opportunity just for to go ahead and just prone up right here and try to pop this into this guy. Oh, I'm such a bot. This isn't a Hawk. This is the recon drone. Hey, we're still getting a kill with it, though. I'm going to go ahead and pop a couple of those. Hit that up, and we got ourselves another drone. Yeah, so the drone, in case you guys didn't know, actually does this, where it pings your opponents on basically your screen permanently. It's such a helpful streak for reconning. I'm hearing footsteps near. Oh, that guy cannot hide. There we go, taking out that player in the back. We got ourselves another set of UAV and Shock RCs. Go ahead and pop up this drone. It might have been a blessing in disguise that we had done this, because we might be able to actually get ourselves a nuke this game. Oh, I saw that player. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this shield. Does he re-challenge me? I don't know, but I'm gonna try to dodge. Oh my gosh. We're still alive. We got ourselves a drone. Counter UAV is blocking the radar, but I think I have the opportunity to push up over here since they're probably going to be spawning back in this side. Yep. Beamed.
Enemy down. Enemy contact.
This thing's basically an assault rifle. Got players mid. I hear footsteps. Got ourselves another UAV. Uh-oh. QQ9 player on us. Go ahead and drop this shock RC. Hopefully get us out of this sticky situation. And there's the nuke. Let's go, man. First game of the day in a ranked team deathmatch. We're pulling through with the nuke. We got so many players surrounding us. I might just kind of chill here for a second. Wait for this nuke to come on in. Yeah, players still hopping around us. What an incredible start. As you guys can see, the power and versatility to the Bison. That's going to go ahead and close out the matchup. What a good game, number one. I wasn't expecting to get a nuke this game. I feel like that just brings the standard way up to here for these next two guns because that's what I consider the third best gun in the game. Getting ready to hop into gameplay number two. This is the load that we're going to be using for the QQ9. Game number two, we got ourselves a standoff team deathmatch. And of course, with the QQ9 being one of the best guns within close quarter combat, we're going to try to play a little bit more aggressive in this gameplay. Oh, there we go. Starting off the game with our first kill. We got QXR player in front of us. Still managing to take them out before they had the opportunity to really react to a couple of shots. Enemies are going to know I'm here. I'm going to try to just sit in this corner for a second and listen for some footsteps while I regen. Yeah, just because I figured they'd come in and just turn that corner like that. Got some more players hanging out watching this push, so we'll go ahead and lay down a trip mine and just chill out for a second. Got ourselves our first set of streaks, UAV and shock RC. We'll lay them down. I want to try to push this as much as I possibly can. Now, despite this actually being like a really good close quarter combat weapon, it actually does have some versatility on it. Not quite as good as the PP19, but still, you do have the ability to cross-map players, as you guys can see right there. Especially with this build, because I do build it out to have more range damage than like a typical QQ9 build. Which makes fights like that just like so possible to dominate in. I'm hearing a lot of footsteps near. I'm going to try to drop down this shock RC and then we'll call in a UAV. Oh, enemies actually shot down my UAV. Uh-oh. We got players all around us. Do not like this positioning. There's players left and right of me. Going to try to regen and avoid fights for a second here. But I know players are hunting me down. So this player just shot down my UAV. I'll shoot him down. Fair trade. Okay, I think we're safe to go ahead and rotate into this building. Oh, never safe in Call of Duty Mobile. More players hanging out at the statue. I'm gonna try to get a good position on them. Drop down this shock RC as I hear a couple players pushing in here. I'm gonna try to drop this shield as well. See if we can get some close quarter combat fights. Yep. Anybody else trying to push in? Thank you. We're actually on a 15 kill streak. Oh, they're actually spawning back up over here at the statue again. We got two more players over here. I'm gonna try to flank around here and hit him at red. Drop this shock RC and a UAV. We're gonna have a lot of players over here. They are shooting down my UAVs like crazy. We're getting really close here to another nuke. Oh, and that is going to close out the game. I think that was our 19th gun kill there, so we probably just ended that one off of a nuke. But another super solid matchup coming out of us here for game number two. Again, just showing off the sheer power of the meta weapons within the game right now. Moving on to our final build of the gameplay, we got ourselves the QXR built out for extended range, accuracy, and fire rate. If you guys want to screenshot it, now's the time. Let's hop into that final game. And for our third matchup and final gameplay of the video, we're actually getting standoff once again, hopping back into some more team deathmatch action. QXR in hand, I'm ready for a game. So we're actually spawning up on the opposite side this time around. So what I'm going to do is toss a trip mine down and just go up top here and wait to see if we have some players pushing. Now this weapon actually is a lot better at range. We actually got a trip mine kill than the QQ9, which fits my playing style a lot better. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and drop this shock RC because I do know that there's another player hanging out here. I want to hopefully get them stunned before I push them. They're hanging out maybe in this corner. Yep. You guys can see this thing shreds. Got more players below us. Beam them. I would say that's at like AR range almost. I know there's a second player over there as well. I'm gonna try to drop this shield just as a distraction so I can actually get out of this area and regen helpfully. There's players over here at the gas station. I saw them on the UAV for a second. As soon as I went to go reload, still managing to pick up that kill as well. That's COD timing at its finest, though. Go ahead and drop another Shock RC and UAV. Throw that into the sky. Grab this ammo pack, and we're going to try to play half wall here. Look around for some of these players. Lingering. Go ahead and take out that one. And there's still more hanging out here in the middle of the map. Go ahead and call up this counter UAV. Start working on a flank. Here in a player. Shredded. Puts us on a 10 gun streak off the start. I have a feeling enemies are spawning up over at the boxes, so we might be on a nice little flank here. Enemy UAV spotted. And I'm actually going to be on that, so I got to play a little careful here. I hear a player getting ready to push me. Luckily, we're able to pre-aim that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Able to pick up 2 there. I'm going to go ahead and back off here. I don't want to test my luck with that 3rd player. Go ahead and rotate positions, get a better angle on that fight. I'm actually surrounded right now. We're still popping off. That puts us on a 15 kill streak. Another enemy UAV in the sky, though. Whew. It's a close fight. Got ourselves a UAV and a Shock RC. Oh, there's a 2nd player. Taking him out. Oh, we got more in front of us. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this counter UAV. We're just gonna sit on this head glitch.
Enemy airstrike incoming. Be careful.
Just gonna keep waiting this out. And that's actually gonna get us the nuke. Surprisingly enough, despite us getting a nuke, our team's still down in a team deathmatch. I'm gonna get it called in, unfortunately dying in the back in the process, but hopefully that gives us the 5 kills that we need to make this comeback. I hear more players near. Okay, so those players are gonna go down that are in the gas station that I'm hearing. That's gonna give us 5 kills and put us just 2 behind the enemies. We're just down by 2 now. Make it 1. Oh, it's gonna tie up the game. Yep, beautiful kill. Still have enemies on me. I dropped the Shock RC. I want to call in the UAV, but I don't think we're gonna be able to. Yep, okay, we got it. Hopefully I can take these last couple of fights. No, unfortunately, we're going down there, losing the game by just 2 kills. I don't know what much else we could have done there. Our teammates just going down to a double kill with the axe. Sometimes it's just out of your hands, man. You can't win them all. And 28 kills there in the process. If we just had a little bit more time, I definitely could have pulled through with those last 2 kills that we needed. All right, everyone, that is going to go ahead and do it here for today's video. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Huge shout out to Call of Duty Mobile for giving me the opportunity to post on their channel. If you guys enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate if you went ahead and left a like for the COD Mobile channel. Let's make this the most liked video on their channel. That'd be pretty cool if that happened. Feel free to check out my channel as well if you guys did enjoy the video. Link will be down in the description below, or you could just look up Noah from YouTube-Mobile. Once again, thank you all so much for tuning in. That'll do it here for myself, and I'll catch you all in the next one.